He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Let's go!
And he'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
To throw on second down. Hodge, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. What?
From the gun, Hodge got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lopez. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Come on, let's go. Red 30.
Looking to throw on second down. Hodge firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yes, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And this is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Even, 4 down. Let's go. Red 38.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hodge, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
For this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hey, boys, go. Let's go. What? 90.
Operating from the gun, Hodge. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now Perry, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Gun! 58 to Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play. He's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
56. Mike, 56.
Perry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
No. Check. Patriots.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go. Red 38.
On 1st and 10, Hodge. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Tight end right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, now, lucky 56.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Ohio!
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. And all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there, 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Come on, let's go.
They run a draw here on second down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth, and the offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Show it. Check 9.
They run with Perry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down.
Leopard!
Sponge. No. Take motion.
This is Perry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Alert flare.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll go on the ground. Open space inside the 10. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now let's go! Blue
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Hodge. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Throwing again, Hodge. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing on first down, Hodge. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. What? 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hodge. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hodge. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Green.
They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, Week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Point after. after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up